Great win tonight, MP. I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
They're ready to light it up tonight.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Julius Randle.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the kid in at the 1. And for Dallas, Anthony Davis is out there with A.J. Griffin. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Sexton in at the shooting guard. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Goes up off the inbound. Here's the kid. Picked by Gobert. Here's the kid. Driving to the basket. Oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Sexton. Pass to Davis. Now Griffin. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 16. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's the kid. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. The kid's got 7 points in the game.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Again, Irving missing.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the kid. Hey, from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 10.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Mavericks. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's the kid. We saw him go on a... Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Sexton passes to Irving. And here's Lively. Pass to Irving. From behind the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Mavericks trail by 9. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen. Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Here's the kid. It's deflected. Now here's Irving. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
The kid. There's the drive.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
Here's the kid. The offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
The free throw drops for Randle. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Outside Irving. Pass to Sexton. Davis drawing the double team. Back to Sexton. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scouts.
Oh!
No, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice. What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Outside Sexton. And here's Griffin outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding.
Oh, my goodness!
That is incredible!
Powered it home!
Not fair at all. Did you see it? They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Oh, from deep. He can't hit that time. Mavericks trail by 11. Sexton passes to Irving, and he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
To the right side, here's the kid. On target from range. The kid's got 21.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Davis. Kuzma's checked in for Minnesota.
First team foul. Timberwolves substitution. Number 18.
And so it's Dallas with it. Down by 12. Outside Irving. There's the three. Randall pulls down the board.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to...
Oh, okay then.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Sexton looking around. Jacks up a three. The Mavericks rebound. Irving for three. Sinks the tray. Irving's got 5 now.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
There's the kid. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Mavericks trail by 13. Lively finds Irving. There's a screen. This one for 3. And he gets it back. Second chance effort. Davis misses. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Outside Irving. From the arc. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Here's the kid. He's guarded by Irving, and the shot's good. The kid's got 29 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. 17-point game. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Randall, a screen on Irving. Here's the kid. Oh, it's a big-time jam! Slams it right over Irving.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Again, Irving missing.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes...
That's a bad man right there.
Wow!
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Now Irving. 29 points for him last game against Utah.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Lively shot is off.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Driving in, and a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, my goodness. Not only a vertical threat, but a big-time finisher, Derek Lively.
Randall, a screen on Irving, the kid, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Sexton passes to Irving. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's the kid. 37 points for him. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Anthony Edwards. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. Marshall can't hit. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 20-7 run. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He dropped 50 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game.
Oh, wow! Incredible! Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
The kid's shot is off. And for Dallas, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. To the paint. Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game.
Second team foul.
The first one falls.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Irving. 17 points in the game. They've got Derek Lively. Griffin is out there with Davis. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Irving in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's the kid. Yep, that one goes. The kid's got 45 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Dallas has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Griffin finds Irving. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
He takes it in.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Sexton with it. 9 points in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And that one's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 20.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
Gobert with a screen on Irving. The kid's shot is off.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
And that one's good. Irving, he's got 22.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Pass to the kid. He shoots a three. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. The Mavericks have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Irving with it. Outside Davis. Now Griffin on the wing. Sexton. Shot clock at 6. The three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Kuzma's got 8 rebounds in the game. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Here's Sexton. Shot from the low post is good. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Over to the left wing. And he puts up a three. The kid's shot is off. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. To the inside. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Christie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
If he can keep raking in the votes and hold on to his number 4 spot, he'll make the cut for the contest for sure.
And I see no reason why he shouldn't. And frankly, I think he's got a pretty good shot at wowing the judges and winning the whole thing.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Oh! Get you some!
Show us some power! Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Christie. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. Sexton, that's good.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
There's the drive, and good! There's another! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting about 58% so far in the second. Minnesota's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. He got it again! Sensational!
He's put on an entertaining show once again. I don't know that anyone has his combination of talent and relentlessness.
He's now tied for 5th place in games of 60 points or more over a season. Christie passes to Sexton. Three-pointer. McDaniels with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's the kid. Good. He hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And here's Sexton. 14 points for him. Pass to Davis. Outside for Sexton. The three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've got 1:28 left to play in the second quarter.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And there's the lob, and Griffin slams it in.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. There's 57, yet another bucket.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Shoots. That one no good.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
It's good. Davis has got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Oh, another one falls.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sexton.
Minnesota foul. Number 12. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Watch outside.
Here's Davis. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Randall. Here's the kid. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome to In the Eastern Conference, Cade Cunningham.
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart plays.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, their defensive effort.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's the kid in at the point guard position.
First team foul.
Sexton passes to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Irving. And another one!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And that one dropped for him. Irving's got 24.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
Here's the kid. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Davis with a screen on Edwards. Here's Sexton. Takes it inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Absolutely electric. Colin Sexton with a little flair.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been incredible, 72%. Here's the kid. Drains the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Irving. Back to Sexton. The 11-footer. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the kid. And the layup is good.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 16. Pass to Lively. Irving with it. For three. Gets the three to fall. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part.
Another one falls. Amazing.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Pass to Davis. Off target with the three. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's the kid. And yes, another basket.
That puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Grant with connects again.
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into second place for most points in a game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise.
Minnesota shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Hayden Watson is out there with Najee Marshall. And then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Williams. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Basket counts.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Oh, wow! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Now Irving. There's the triple. Rebounded by Kuzma.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to the kid. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Irving with a deep three. No good from outside. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. The kid's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And it's Irving missing. And here's Minnesota now. Here's the kid. Got it.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The kid's shot is off. And so it's Dallas with it. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. And it's in there.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
The kid. Again! What an avalanche! That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
The Mavericks shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Oh, sweet move. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Sends it home from three-point land. The kid's got 11 points in the quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Irving. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
The kid's shot is off. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside, Williams. Dallas, no good that time either. To the left side wing. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The kid's shot is off. And here's Dallas. Christie passes to Irving. The three-pointer off the mark.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Christie passes to Marshall. Outside Irving. To halt the run. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Beyond the arc. And again.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points.
What an incredible effort. Complete scoring dominance.
And how about that? 100 points, triple digits. Woo! Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their...
Another bucket! Wow!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he's passed Wilt Chamberlain's legendary mark of 100 points. Oh, my. I mean, that has stood since 1962.
A scintillating performance by MP, and we've got a chance to hear what he has to say. Nicely said by MP. I think we all thought Wilt's record was completely out. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Shot on the wing. The kid's shot is off. Well, the Mavericks shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Outside Irving. Tries the spin move. Looking to get it going. Tipped. Here's the kid. Connects from downtown. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
Here's Christie. Pass to Irving. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Doris. Kyrie. Called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Here's the kid. He's guarded by Irving.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Irving with it. Outside Sexton. Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end. When I think about Collin Sexton, the first couple things that come to mind, speed and confidence. It is what makes him such a good scorer.
And Minnesota making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Who's the kid? And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Irving, the pass to Griffin. Pass to Sexton. Davis, a screen. So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you later.
People say that, and I get what they mean, but everything looks and flows differently on a night like tonight.
How do you mean exactly?
Well, it's about way more than the hoop. It's literally about everything. You know, the passes, they seem to come precisely on schedule and right in your sweet spot. And the defense, thank you, Bettina. Joe.
Where does breaking this record rank as far as your career accomplishments?
Right at the top, Joe. 100 points, baby. Let's go! Thank y'all. Thank you, my man. Yeah. Thank y'all. 100 points, baby.
Never thought I'd see someone score over 100 points. You're unbelievable, man.
That kind of statement to the press means just as much to your teammates as your on-court performance.
Can't believe it.